I'm Eric, and I'll be your guide as we look at assigning volunteers and managing your schedules. Let's get started. Managing a schedule in Church Community Builder can be assigned to several different roles in your church. A schedule admin can manage all the schedules and all weeks within a schedule, while a group leader can manage all the schedules within their group. However, you can also manage part of a schedule if you are the schedule organizer. You can access your schedule, no matter which role you play, by one of two ways. First, you can click the More link on the left and select Schedules. Or you can open the group that hosts the schedule and click the Schedules tab. Click the name of the schedule to open it up. If you are the schedule admin or the group leader, you can see all weeks in the schedule. The first step in managing your schedule is to fill in the volunteers into each week and notify them of their assignments. Let's take a closer look. Notice that on this overview page, you can see the status of your volunteers for each week. Move your mouse over the different sections to see more details. If you would like to assign volunteers to all weeks of your schedule, you can do that with the Assign Volunteers button at the top right. You can also pick one week or select just a few weeks if you need to work with only a select number of volunteers. Use the method you need, but for our example, we will assign volunteers to all weeks. The scheduling grid is your one-stop shop for uploading important files, communicating with one or multiple volunteers, changing statuses, and viewing many weeks at once. To begin, click the Assign Volunteers link from within a position. The Available tab lets you see all the volunteers in the position who are available for the given week. Notice that you can see, at a glance, their preference for serving in the position. If no volunteers are available, you can use the Unavailable tab. This tab will show you the reason the volunteer is unavailable, but allow you to select them anyway if you have an important need. If the volunteer has blocked out that day, you will not be able to override their reason for not serving. If you get in a situation where there are no volunteers either available or unavailable, and you need to add a new person to the list, you can do that on the Add People to Position tab. You can type in the name of the volunteer, and if selected, they will be added to the position in the group and marked to volunteer for that week. Now that you've added your volunteers to one week, you can copy a person or group of people to other weeks. You can move one person at a time, a position at a time, or even a whole team of volunteers from one week to the next. Don't forget to use the scroll bars to view or copy your volunteers to all weeks. Once you've added the volunteers to your schedule, the status icon by their name is key to making sure everyone is informed and ready to serve. From the legend below, you can see that a gray icon means that the volunteers do not yet know about the serving opportunity. In order to inform them, use the Send Request button at the top. Select the weeks of volunteers you want to inform, and then select the Not Yet Sent Requests checkbox. The Pending Request checkbox will let you resend this email to anyone who hasn't responded to your initial request. Click the Send button to send the email invitation for serving. If someone has a mobile number and carrier in their profile and is set up to receive text messages from the group, they will also receive this volunteer request as a text message. I mentioned before that the scheduling grid is your one-stop shop for managing your volunteers. Now that you have sent the requests, let's look at the other features of the grid. You can add files for your team from the link at the bottom of the grid. Notice that you can either add new files or even link existing group files to the volunteers for the week. Each person in their grid has their own menu. With it, you can email them individually, change their status on their behalf, and even remove them from the grid. You can also email the whole volunteer team for that service from the link at the bottom. Click Done when you are finished. With email and text message communication, your volunteers have many ways to respond to you, even in mobile form. Check out our video on responding to scheduling requests to see more of how a volunteer can communicate with the organizer. If you are a schedule organizer, you may have only been assigned a select number of weeks in the schedule. When looking at the services you oversee, you can use the View More Weeks button to see the other weeks, even if you do not manage them. While you won't be able to assign volunteers or communicate with those other weeks' volunteers, you can copy them to be your team of volunteers. You can drag and drop from the other weeks to your weeks, just like you saw before. Finally, each of the weeks in the schedule has its own menu items. From the menu, you can quickly go to the scheduling grid for just the one service, edit the schedule for that week if you have permissions, email all the volunteers for that week, and send out a reminder to the volunteers. An automatic reminder email is always sent 2 days before the time to serve, but you can use this link to manually send out a serving reminder. If the volunteers in your group are set up to receive text messages from the group, they will receive the reminder as a text message as well. The schedule overview lets you quickly work with specific weeks and with the scheduling grid. Performing common scheduling tasks from one centralized place within the software increases efficiency and provides a streamlined workflow. There you have it. From assigning volunteers to editing the schedule and adding attachments, and even adjusting a person's settings on their behalf, the scheduling system in Church Community Builder is designed to get the people in your church into serving roles quickly and easily. For more information on positions and schedules, see our other videos and help articles.